This channel won't survive without your subscription and likes. Help me." The guard took a step forward, and everything changed. In one swift motion, his rifle snapped upward, and Bobby Ray collapsed to the ground. The crowd gasped. Phones captured the moment, but the worst was yet to come. Let's start from the very beginning. Washington, D.C., midday. Outside the White House, a chaotic mix of tourists swarms the gates. Asians with massive cameras, Europeans flipping through guidebooks, and, of course, Americans, loud, sunburnt, and proudly sporting bald eagle t-shirts or red, white, and blue baseball caps. They're all captivated, snapping pictures of the stoic Secret Service officers standing guard, their black suits and sunglasses making them look like stone-faced mannequins of American authority. But among this crowd, there is one man who sticks out like a sore thumb. Bobby Ray Johnson. He is the walking stereotype of a deep-fried Southern redneck. Overweight, sweat gleaming on his greasy face, a fading tattoo of an eagle on his flabby forearm, a stained white tank top barely stretched over his belly, and a massive belt buckle shaped like the U.S. flag. From a distance, he looks like he just stumbled out of a rusty pickup truck parked outside a run-down trailer park. And, most importantly, he is absolutely hammered. In his right hand, he clutches an already half-spilled can of Bud Light, leaving a spreading wet stain on his shirt. In his left, he fumbles with a smartphone, desperately trying to take a selfie with one of the stone-faced Secret Service agents. His attempts are pitiful. His drunken fingers tremble, the camera keeps focusing on his sweaty double chin, and every angle somehow makes him look even worse. "Y'all really just stand here all day? Like robots? Damn, I need a job like that." Bobby slurs loudly, pouring beer straight into his patchy beard. The crowd around him laughs, not at the joke, but at Bobby himself. Some wrinkle their noses at the stench of cheap beer and regret. Others discreetly start recording on their phones, sensing that something truly legendary is about to go down. And they're absolutely right. At some point, Bobby stops laughing. His drunken gaze locks onto something. A horse. A massive, well-groomed, majestic police horse stands nearby, unbothered, slowly blinking its long lashes under the summer sun. Its coat gleams, its mane is neatly braided, an image of calm, disciplined dignity. But Bobby doesn't see a horse. He sees a poor, suffering creature. "Poor thing must be thirsty as hell," he suddenly announces, nodding solemnly at the animal. A young couple nearby exchanges a horrified glance. "Oh no," the woman whispers, realizing this sweaty idiot has just come up with something incredibly stupid. And Bobby doesn't disappoint. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a fresh can of beer, cracks it open with a loud hiss, and tilts it toward the horse's mouth. "Y'all don't even give her a beer? Let me fix that, buddy." The crowd freezes. A collective gasp ripples through the air. One man clutches his chest like he's witnessing a national tragedy. An elderly woman nearly drops her overpriced White House souvenir mug. Someone in the back whispers, "Oh, he's about to go viral." Phones are raised. Cameras are rolling. No one is checking their maps anymore. No one is talking about the Lincoln Memorial or the National Mall. Every single person is now focused on Bobby Ray Johnson, who has just come up with the worst idea in the history of bad ideas. Everyone watches. Everyone waits. And Bobby brings the beer closer and closer. What in the actual hell is this idiot doing? The crowd doesn't take their eyes off Bobby Ray. Phones are raised, necks craned, murmurs spreading like wildfire. Some people are laughing, others are getting nervous. A few whisper about calling the cops, but no one steps in, because the show hasn't reached its peak yet. And Bobby Ray? He's loving this. "Come on, buddy, have a sip. It's the good old Budweiser made in America," he hollers, swaying on his unsteady feet as he keeps shoving the open beer can toward the horse's mouth. But the horse doesn't even flinch. It just blinks slowly, lifting its head ever so slightly, as if looking down at this sweaty, intoxicated mess of a man with the kind of quiet disgust only a majestic animal can muster. The Secret Service agent stays still. The agent, a young fit guy in his mid-20s with a clean-cut face, remains motionless. Back straight, eyes fixed on nothing in particular. But his jaw tightens ever so slightly. Inside his head, alarms are probably going off. "Dude, do you really want to play this game? Go ahead, make one more dumb move." But he doesn't move. He can't move. Not yet. The crowd knows this. Whispers float through the air. "Is he serious? That's animal abuse. Someone stop him." But nobody steps in. They're recording, watching, waiting. Bobby doesn't stop now. He's convinced the horse is just shy. "Come on, sweetheart. Just a little sip. It's a free country, ain't it? Oh, wait. Y'all still got a queen, huh? That's why they don't let you drink." Bobby cackles, proud of his own drunken joke. And then he crosses the line. He tilts the can and starts pouring beer directly onto the horse's face. Time freezes. The crowd stops breathing. Golden liquid dribbles down the horse's muzzle, dripping onto its coat and pooling on the pavement in dark splotches. The Secret Service agent doesn't move, but the horse does. The hoof hits, and all hell breaks loose. It happens in a split second. The horse's eyes go wide, nostrils flare, and then, boom! It rears up on its hind legs. The crowd screams. People stumble backward, hands flying to their mouths. Bobby Ray doesn't have time to react. He stumbles, he wobbles, and then, bam! Flat on his back, arms sprawled out, the last of his beer soaking into his already stained tank top. For a moment, he just lies there, sticky, dazed, processing. The crowd erupts. Some people howl with laughter. Others gasp in shock. And just like that, the fascination shifts to disgust. The crowd isn't laughing anymore. Just moments ago, this was a ridiculous drunken circus, something to record and share for a quick laugh. But now their faces show only disgust. Bobby Ray Johnson is an absolute disgrace. He's sprawled out on the pavement, his massive body soaking in a foul mixture of spilled beer, dirt, and some unidentifiable dark stain that definitely shouldn't be on anyone's clothes. His once white tank top is now a filthy grayish-brown mess, clinging to him with a sticky layer of alcohol and grime. But the worst part? He has no idea how pathetic he looks. Instead of pulling himself together, Bobby starts to move, flopping around like a roadkill possum that hasn't quite realized it's dead yet. He gets on all fours, his thick fingers slapping against the wet pavement, his beer belly swaying like a sack of dough. And then he starts yelling. "Y'all crazy! What kind of damn horse don't like beer? That's some commie-ass nonsense." The crowd is done. No more chuckles, no more amused glances. Now it's just pure repulsion. People back away. Some cover their noses, others turn away completely. A few voices rise above the murmurs. "You're disgusting. Get out of here. Someone call the cops." This isn't funny anymore. They just want him gone. But Bobby, he doesn't hear a damn thing. Falling into the abyss of shame. He tries to stand, one foot, then the other. He wobbles, and face plants straight into the pavement. Splat. Beer. Dirt. Total humiliation. Some in the crowd wince like they just saw a cockroach get stomped on. Others just walk away, unwilling to waste another second on this train wreck. And then something happens no one expected. The Secret Service agent moves. The agent, who had been standing completely still this entire time, suddenly takes a step forward. The crowd freezes. All eyes snap back to the scene. Bobby Ray, still face down in filth, slowly lifts his head. His drunken, unfocused eyes look up. He sees the movement. And for the first time all day, he realizes he's screwed. Slurring, he mutters, "Wait, you can move?" The calm before the storm. Nobody breathes. Even Washington, D.C. seems to hold its breath. Because everyone knows one thing. If a Secret Service agent moves, it's not a joke anymore. The air is electric. The Secret Service agent steps forward, his posture still perfectly rigid, hands resting firmly on his rifle. Bobby Ray still doesn't get it. Flat on his back, drenched in beer and humiliation, he squints up at the figure towering over him, his drunken brain struggling to process reality. "Wait. You can move?" he mutters, shielding his eyes from the sun. The agent, who had been as still as a statue just moments ago, now stands over him, looming like a storm cloud. His voice is calm, cold, and absolute. "Sir, you need to leave. Now." The arrest. The crowd holds its breath, and almost on cue, 2 D.C. police officers appear from around the corner. They don't hesitate. Grabbing Bobby Ray by the shoulders, they yank him upright in one swift motion, but his drunk, bloated body refuses to cooperate. His legs buckle, his gut jiggles, and he stumbles like a marionette with cut strings. "Wait! I was just trying to be nice to the horse, man!" he yells, wriggling in their grip. The officers don't react. One of them, a tall, sharp-jawed man with short, dark hair, shakes his head in annoyance. "You're under arrest for disorderly conduct and animal cruelty. Enjoy your time in jail." The crowd erupts. Some people cheer. Others just stare in disbelief. No one expected to witness this today. Bobby Ray's final moments of freedom. Dragged across the street, Bobby keeps looking around, as if still trying to understand how his brilliant plan to give a horse a beer ended in total disaster. The police cruiser door swings open. No, wait! This is a mistake! Y'all don't get it!" he shrieks. Too late. The doors slam shut. The engine revs, and the car pulls away, taking him with it. The agent resumes his post. Without a word, the Secret Service agent turns, takes a step back, and freezes once more, as if nothing ever happened. But everyone who was there that day knows the truth. Bobby Ray Johnson will never forget this moment.